Emerald decks in Lorcana are very strange. There's so many abilities, so many ways to control the pace of the game, and just be really obnoxious. So let's talk about my 5 favorite Emerald cards in Lorcana right now. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. We're going to be talking about my 5 favorite Emerald cards, not in a meta capacity, not in power level or competitive sense, just for fun. And let's talk about my boy, Flynn Rider, a 2-cost, inkable, 1 strength, 2 willpower, 2 pips of lore character. Here's his ability. Here comes the smolder. Whenever this character is challenged, the challenging player chooses and discards a card. That is disgusting. In order to fight this man, you have to get rid of one of your most valuable resources, cards in hand. Those are the tools you need to win games, fill up your inkwell, play action, all this crazy stuff. Flynn Rider doesn't care. He's going to go questing, and he's just going to make you suffer. So the best way to get rid of him is using a removal tool like Fire the Cannons or Smash or something, maybe even grab your sword. You really don't want to challenge into him, but he's so obnoxious because he's going to keep questing for 2 lore over and over and over and over if you don't deal with him. So as long as you're not playing against a steel player, you're probably in a great place. But moving along, let's talk about another guy who's not fun to deal with, and that is Jasper the Common Crook, a 3-cost, inkable character, 2 strength, 4 willpower, 1 pip of lore. But his ability is really spicy. All right, whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character cannot quest during their next turn. Jasper can lock out your opponent's questers, and if you see a bell on the opponent's side with 10 ink, she has 5 pips of lore. Using a Jasper to lock her down and stop your opponent from questing with a 5 lore bell is great. 4 willpower is fine. It's going to take a couple swings to take him out of the game. If you hide him behind a bodyguard or you play him in red and restand him with Fan the Flames, you can do some really disgusting stuff where you play him on the next turn, you quest, and then you can untap him, or you can use bodyguard. There's so many different combinations of ways to get value out of Jasper over and over. But we're moving along because we don't touch this guy, and that is Cusco, my main man. He's got the groove. So 5 ink to play this card. He is not inkable. Cannot be sent to the inkwell. 2 strength, 4 willpower, 3 lore pips. Great. He's got ward. Can't be targeted by abilities. Nothing. No spells, no actions, no items, nothing. And no touchy. When this character is challenged and banished, you may banish the challenging character. If he goes down, he is taking you with him. A very spiteful card, just like Cheshire Cat. One of my personal favorite cards in the entire set. So Cusco, as you can imagine, is very high on my, me likey, very much me likey. So his art is cool, his ability is cool, but the really big thing is you have to challenge him. You have to take him out in combat. You cannot use abilities. You cannot use damage. He's got to go in a fight, ironically. So you can do a lot of cool things with this Cusco to gain lore. And if your opponent decides to challenge into him, it's going to feel kind of bad for them. Next up is the card I never expected to see in this set at all. 1 of 1. Would do it a second time. 10 out of 10. Tell your friends. John Silver from Treasure Planet. 6 ink, inkable card, 5 strength, 5 willpower, 2 pips of lore. When you play this character and whenever he quests, chosen opposing character gains reckless during their next turn. What? Who saw this coming? Nobody saw this coming. We all wanted it, and we got it. We got John Silver, my boy. Love him. He's got more keywords or classifications than you could shake a stick at, but his ability is so nasty. He's able to come onto the field, make something reckless. He quests, makes something else reckless. You're turning off your opponent's ability to quest, which is great. He's a 5/5 body, so he's tough enough that he can take a hit. 2 lore, perfectly fine. He can be inked. He can be brought out faster with all kinds of different utility cards from Sapphire, from Amber. So great. But let's talk about my favorite card in this set right now. This disgusting character. 6 ink. Can be inked. Mother Gothel, 3 strength, 6 willpower, 2 pips of lore. Skip the drama, stay with your mama. While this character is exerted, opposing characters can't quest. Why would you write this? Why is this on a card? I love it. I love it. I love it. But this is hilarious as long as this card is exerted. If she is sideways, you can't do anything. You cannot gain lore. You cannot win the game. Hide her behind bodyguards. Put her in steel. Give her Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse. Keep them low on characters. Use Tinker Bomb to keep their field dry. And just watch your opponent unfriend you immediately and report you to the mods at your friendly local game store. Oh my gosh, this Emerald is so much fun. I cannot wait to see what players come up with. There are so many more cards and so many more strategies, but that's the thing. Lorcana is built around playing games with your friends, with your family, in a 1v1 environment, in a multiplayer environment. You are supposed to take these cards and explore and expand and try something fun. So thank you everybody for joining us. You, watcher, listener, people who are participating here in this video, tell us what your favorite cards are. We want to know. And make sure while you're watching to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. That helps us grow and just tell more people about this amazing game that we are just absolutely in love with. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on LorcanaCast.